What happens when a ski lift that was built to keep you safe takes a deadly detour? In the world of high-altitude thrill-seeking, few accidents have sent shockwaves through the industry quite like the Yan Detachable lift scandal. These lifts claimed 4 lives, injured dozens, and left 15 ski resorts scrambling for alternatives. Lift engineering, more commonly referred to as Yan, was started in 1965 by a man named Janet Konczynski. Yan grew quickly, becoming one of the leading chairlift manufacturers in North America through the 1970s and 80s. Over the years, Mr. Konczynski had developed a reputation for cutting corners. He has admitted to substituting aluminum tower parts where steel ones should have been used, as well as to installing cheap rubber springs where a metal coil should be used. To make matters worse, Yan routinely sent raw steel to be welded in the parking lots of ski resorts, rather than prefabricating the components in a factory. Despite their questionable build quality, Yan lifts proved to be fairly reliable up until 1985, when a lift malfunctioned at Keystone Resort in Colorado. 2 people were killed and 47 more were injured. The cause of failure was deemed to be faulty welding. This prompted the Colorado Passenger Tramway Safety Board to investigate the safety of Yan's chairlifts. The board decided that Yan lifts were unsafe, but resorts outside of Colorado continued purchasing new lifts from Yan. In 1986, after reportedly spending just 1 year on development, Yan built their first detachable chairlift. 7 years after the deployment of the first Yan detachable lift, disaster struck. On April 4, 1993, a 9-year-old boy was killed and another child was injured when a chair derailed, causing 2 chairs to collide at Sierra Ski Ranch in California. 2 months before this incident, the same chairlift had sent an empty chair to the ground when the grip holding onto the cable failed. Not 2 years later, another Yan detachable lift failed at Whistler Mountain. This failure was similar to the previous one, in that the grip failed, causing the chair to slide backwards and collide with the chair behind it. This set off a chain reaction of colliding chairs until eventually 4 chairs fell to the ground. 2 people were killed and 8 more were seriously injured. This chairlift also had a reputation for dropping chairs, including an incident 3 weeks prior in the same location of the fatal accident. These 2 fatal accidents in the same number of years prompted an industry-wide investigation. It was found that the primary cause of Yan's grips failing was due to the use of a rubber, marshmallow-like spring rather than the high-tension coil springs used by other manufacturers. Relying on gravitational forces to hold the chair on the line is problematic. When the chairs go up a steep pitch, as chairlifts often do, a portion of the gravitational force that was working to keep the chair on the line is now working to pull it down the line, towards the chair behind it. If the force pulling the chair back down the hill exceeds the force the grip can exert, the chair will slide down the line. Following the Whistler disaster, several other ski resorts found signs of slipping grips on their Yan detachable lifts. These resorts were forced to retrofit or completely replace their brand new lifts, with most opting for full replacement. Either option would cost millions, and a few mountains were pushed into bankruptcy due to the Yan scandal.